Elon Musk. What is that? No, the one of Twitter. Elon Musk. I must educate Elon Musk. Why must I educate Elon Musk? He looks like an illiterate. The only thing that protects him is his white skin.
Elon Musk took to X, formerly Twitter, on Sunday to post a bold and controversial statement demanding immediate sanctions for Malema and the declaration of him as an international criminal. The post ignited a firestorm of reactions, with economic freedom fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema delivering a scathing response that has left many stunned. Malema did not hold back, firing back at Musk with a blistering retort on his X account. He labelled Musk a typical spoiled brat and a direct beneficiary of apartheid whiteness. His response was as sharp as it was defiant. "I know black people look the same to you, typical racist. Look closer and you will realise those are two different people. America is exposing us to its stupidity. I don't care about your sanctions. I will never stop fighting for black people to be equal to white people. And if that makes me an international criminal, I am proud to be one." The EFF quickly jumped to Malema's defence, releasing a blistering statement in response to Musk's remarks. The party dismissed Musk's call for sanctions as part of a broader pattern of hysteria in the United States, and accused him of meddling in global politics despite being nothing more than a businessman. Musk, the owner of X, Tesla, SpaceX and Starlink, has been described by the EFF as a global billionaire maniac who believes he has the right to dictate the political affairs of sovereign nations. The party accused him of using his grotesque wealth to push a capitalist agenda and undermine African leadership. In their statement, the EFF condemned the characterization of Malema as genocidal, calling it a deliberate distortion meant to discredit his fight against Western imperialism. The misconception and mischaracterization of the president of the EFF as genocidal is a sideshow that seeks to undermine the ideas which he represents, the party stated. The EFF further accused Musk of being part of a global capitalist network that seeks to silence voices advocating for economic liberation in Africa. The party made it clear that it would not be intimidated by Musk or his allies, particularly right-wing groups in South Africa. In a direct rebuke, the EFF did not mince words. The party told Musk and his supporters to collectively go to hell and reiterated its stance on radical economic transformation, particularly land expropriation without compensation. The EFF also issued a stern warning regarding Musk's business interests in South Africa. The party vowed that Musk's Starlink would never operate in the country unless it complied with local laws requiring at least 30% local ownership. The EFF denounced Musk's alleged interference in South African affairs, labelling him an imperialist seeking to destabilise the country's economic and political sovereignty. The party called on progressive nations, including Russia, China, India and other African states, to reject Musk's enterprises, accusing him of weaponizing his influence for personal gain. Elon Musk has captured the presidency of the USA and has weaponized his office as an instrument to pursue his business interests globally, the statement declared, urging nations to push back against Musk's nefarious influence. The EFF concluded by reaffirming its commitment to resisting imperialist forces, warning that it would never submit to pressure from figures like Musk. The EFF will not be cowed into submission, retreat, nor capitulation from its principled and unwavering commitment to confront imperialism and its surrogates like Elon Musk anywhere and everywhere it raises its ugly head, the statement read. Musk's comments come amid heightened tensions between South Africa and the United States, particularly following remarks by former US President Donald Trump. On February the 3rd, Trump threatened to cut funding to South Africa, citing concerns over land expropriation policies. He alleged, without evidence, that the South African government was illegally confiscating land from certain groups, calling it a massive human rights violation. South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. It is a bad situation that the radical left media doesn't want to so much as mention. A massive human rights violation, at a minimum, is happening for all to see, Trump posted on Truth Social. He went further, declaring, "The United States won't stand for it, we will act." Also, I will be cutting off all future funding to South Africa until a full investigation of this situation has been completed. The controversy stems from a new law signed by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, aimed at addressing historic racial disparities in land ownership. The legislation seeks to accelerate land redistribution efforts, which have been a contentious issue since the end of apartheid in 1994. In response to Trump's comments, Ramaphosa firmly defended his government's policies, emphasizing that South Africa remains a democratic nation governed by the rule of law. We look forward to engaging with the Trump administration over our land reform policy and issues of bilateral interest. We are certain that out of those engagements, we will share a better and common understanding over these matters, he stated. Ramaphosa dismissed allegations of land confiscation, insisting that all policies are guided by constitutional principles. South Africa is a constitutional democracy that is deeply rooted in the rule of law, justice and equality. The South African government has not confiscated any land, he asserted. The ongoing feud between Musk, Malema and the EFF highlights the deepening ideological battle between Africa's political movements and global corporate elites.